of the things that everybody does is whenever you do something like this is you got to make sure you keep everybody happy. You make sure you keep everybody happy. Don't tell anybody the truth. Well, friends, there's a lot going on right now. And it has always been my goal, my belief system to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. I tell you the truth. And I don't care whether it's popular, whether it's conservative. I don't care. I'm a realist. I don't care about what I want. I care about what it's going to be. And you should have been paying a lot of attention to what's going on. First, did you see Gavin Newsom? Oh my God. If you didn't read between the lines, did you see him standing there? And he's got the he and Joe Biden knows I'm out of here. And plus, if what's his name's the president, they'll pardon him and for federal offenses and maybe even, whatever. Anyway, but they were just the best, and he looked the part. I'm telling you, this guy, I mean, he may be an empty suit, but when it comes to actually looking the part, perfect. Xi Jinping loved him, loves him. Did you see this? Are you watching this? I hope you did. People don't wanna hear, they go, "Well, I don't like him." I don't care whether you like him or not. Did you see what's happening? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. And then the China and Xi Jinping said, "Look, the world's big enough for both of us, right?" Absolutely. Meanwhile, Israel and Hamas, we'll get to that in a moment. Stocks are picking up. Things are looking a little bit better. If they can do something, make serious deals and create the perception, not the reality, but the perception that things are better, ladies and gentlemen, you better understand something. This changes every are you paying are you do you follow this? Are you watching Fox News? Or maybe I hope you're not. Or maybe you're getting into this Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro. What is this crap? How much did they pay Drudge? Talk about this. Please, please. Nobody gives a rap. Did you see Gavin Newsom? Oh, dear God. Oh, man. That's it. That's it. And a lot of people are gonna say, "Hey." Why? Because we live like this. We live in a world where people love the way you look. How do you think I got so far? You think it's easy being a stunner like me? Come on. Antediluvian, doomer before the flood says American democracy is the trolley dilemma, but with one track. Everyone is on the track, and the switch changes the paint on the trolley from red to blue. That is brilliant. Mr. or Ms. Doomer, stand by for a second. I love that. I love that. Wonderful. Let us stand by for a second, please. Before we do this, let me remind you of a couple of things. Number 1, I wanna tell you something right off the bat. You gotta know a couple of things right off the bat. First and foremost, the tickets are starting. People are responding. February 3rd, Cutting Room, New York City. Pay attention. We're gonna rock and roll like it's 1991. Tickets are available. Doors open at 6. All of the information is available in the description section. But before we begin, dear friends, let me also remind you to hit that little bell and to subscribe and everything. Let's talk about some serious about this. Money? No, this. Dark clouds are gathering as markets shudder. Stocks are sinking, currency stumbling, fear and uncertainty reign. The Middle East, Ukraine, Taiwan, the debt, it's endless. Yet one asset stands firm: gold. In crisis after crisis, gold is there in the background. Its enduring value guards against loss, like a missile shield against incoming. While paper wealth burns, gold persists. Shield your savings against looming threats, war, recession, contagion, and avoid the frenzied panic of the unprepared. Take control in the chaos. Fortune favors decisive action. Get hold of gold now before it's out of reach. And right now, Noble Gold Investments offers a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin with every new IRA. Claim your free coin today to secure your financial future. As this new storm gathers, panic looms. And some of the places you were thinking of for your money, well, they don't look so clever anymore. Secure your future against disaster now. Open a Noble Gold Investments IRA and claim your free bullion coin today. Go to LionelNationGold.com. That's LionelNationGold.com. LionelNationGold.com, the only gold company I trust. And remember, there's always a risk of investment and there's no guarantee of any kind. I don't know if you're noticing or paying attention to what's going on with Hamas and Israel, but it's another world. Oh my God, is it another world? It is another world. It is another world, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, let me do this again. Antediluvian, by the way, before the flood, like before the Noah's flood, American democracy is the trolley dilemma. With one track, everyone is on the track, and the switch changes the paint on the trolley from red to blue. Mr. Doomer, Ms. Doomer, you're so correct. But understand something. We're on that trolley, and we better be on that trolley. And whether you like it or not, that's the trolley we've got. And there's a bunch of jadruls who are still not wanting to vote. And let me tell you something right now. This is the best news possible. Left and right are now completely discombobulated by virtue of what is happening, specifically regarding, listen to me carefully, what is happening regarding this left and right. You have Jews, Israel, we'll make it simple. Jews, prototypically, historically, leftist, liberal, who don't know what to do now. They can't believe what's happening. They can't believe what's happening. Do you hear what I'm saying? They don't understand what's going on. Then you have conservatives who are, for the first time, some don't want to hear anything about Palestinians. They don't want to hear anything about anybody. It's October the 7th, it's Hamas, and that's it. That's it. So you've got liberal, democratic, progressive Jews who are now prototypical Upper West Side types, as we always refer to them. And now they're basically siding with the right. What is this about? And then you've got the world. Who is for Israel? Who is it? I mean, the Middle East is just... Who has heard the official story of the creation of Israel and Palestine, I guess, 1948? Who? Have you heard the problems? Have you heard the problems since, how do I say this? Have you heard the stories of people? Have you heard this? Have you heard this? Have you heard the stories from the viewpoint of the Palestinians? Have you heard them? Who hasn't? Who hasn't? Who hasn't? Tell me, who has not heard this? Who has not? I listen to everyone. I listen to everyone, specifically those folks who are involved in, I guess, what you might want to call the Amy Goodman, the Noam Chomsky, Al Jazeera. Oh, I heard one today that was just unbelievable. Oh my god. It was, and I put it on my private channel because I want you to hear the official story. I want you to hear the official story. I'm not saying I want you to understand this. I'm not saying this is the truth, but I want you to hear about what happens from 1897, from just what they're saying regarding Herzl and just the notion of the advance and the creation and the dissemination, whatever, of Zionism, and what these people are saying. Do you know what the Nakba is, and the catastrophe? If you don't hear what is going on, you're missing the point. Someone writes, you can't believe anyone on the pro-Palestinian Hamas side. Did you hear that? Can you believe that? You can't believe anyone on the pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas side. Did you hear this? Did you hear that? That's the argument that will kill the argument. See, that's somebody who says, I don't know. It's not to believe, to listen. You're not listening. You're not paying attention to this. You see, this happens this is the part that when black folks used to make arguments or used to suggest perhaps that reparations might be in order. People said, "Oh, it's the biggest bunch of bullshit ever." Will you shut up with that? Don't you want to hear what they say? No. Well, you got to know what it is before. I don't want to hear that. Typical right wing. Okay. What else do I want you to? I don't want to hear anything I don't know. I don't want to hear anything about this climate change. Don't you want to know what they're? I don't care what they think. I'm right. Screw them. That's the way it is, right? That's the way you think. And if you think like that, you're going to lose again. Keep it up, because the conservatives are losers. They have no sense of political smarts, not to adopt it, but to understand it. This is what I've got right now. I don't want to hear about that crap. Really? They're all lying. Millions and millions throughout history. The world, the UN, Amnesty International, they're all full of shit. The whole part, I want to hear it. You hear that? Do you hear that? That's the argument. That's the Sean Hannity. Well, not Sean Hannity. I shouldn't say that. I don't know anymore. But that's that argument. That's that. I know what's right. That's it. Well, don't you want to hear about the Vietnam? I don't want to hear about the Vietnam. They're wrong. They're a bunch of commies. Sit back, shut up, and let us bomb you. Right? Now, other things too. Less important, but I think fascinating. Seeing Jeff Bezos and that thing he's going to marry cracks me up. That is the stupidest thing. Did you see this? Absolute trash. Trash. By the way, is this sounding okay? Everybody sound all right? 5x5? Are we sounding okay? Just want to make sure. Let me know. Let me know if this is okay. So I know you're going to tell me this. Okay? I know you're going to let me know. That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. That thing. Thank you, JS. That thing with the lips and the look and that. Oh my God. What is it? What happens when women get that look and they get the face and the lips and that? Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? You know who looks like? You know who looks like this? I hate to say it. Remember that Kimberly Guilfoyle? What is with this? Hey, Doc, can you do me a favor? Can you make it look like I'm just like some rubber thing. I don't get this with all the money in the world. And this is, look how sexy we are. Look, we're in our truck. Look, I've got my Ralph Lauren hat on. It's so stupid. It's not even funny. That's number one. Number two, the Napoleon movie with Joaquin Phoenix is a dog. Joaquin Phoenix is the worst. That Joker crap, I could not believe how bad that was. How bad it was. The worst movie ever, ever. Last night I don't know how we got into this, but we saw Once Upon a Time in America. Remember that with James Woods? It was the biggest piece of crap I've ever seen in my life. Sergio Leone and Robert De Niro, who plays a Jew on the Lower East Side named Maxie or whatever. This guy's, it's the same. It was the worst movie ever. No, Noodles, excuse me. Ah, what the hell is his name? It was a piece of Now, where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Make some notes here. This is so good. This is why I don't care about these Palestinian people and the Hamas. I don't care about them. I don't care about them. I don't believe a word they say. None of them. None of them. They're all lying. They're doing great. They got nothing to bitch about. They got everything. Oceanfront property. What are you talking about? It's all that. Give me that crap about that stuff because they had to abandon that's why the Hamas in there and to put them underneath the hospitals and we're gonna level the goddamn place because you know it and I know it and you're lying. Doomed. We are doomed. These people, they live among us. They share our DNA. I don't care. Okay, fine. I got it. And my friends, please subscribe to this before we forget. Let's talk about this. Imagine this. One day there's some new Fauci, a new guy, and something happens. I don't know what. There's some disaster. There's remember all the malware? Remember all this stuff? They had this malware this and ransomware this. And one weekend, all the gas stations just shut down. And was like, why? Remember we had the supply chain breakdown? Why? We never found out. What was that about? I don't know. The next time that happens, they say we can't get food in. We're going to close down the stores. Why? These people are going to come in and they're going to trash it. Why? Because people come into a CVS or a Sephora and trash it because people trash it because nobody gets stopped anymore. So what are you going to do? Can you go a week, 2 weeks? How about 90 days without stores? No, you can't. I got a fishing pole. Good, Toby. Good. Well, listen to this. All right, fellow patriot, let's talk about My Patriot Supply, the country's largest preparedness company. And it is more than equipped to stock your shelves in times of emergency. You can ditch the canned vegetables in the box, pasta and the banana chips and the jerky. Their best-selling 3-month food kit provides delicious breakfasts, lunches, and dinners that last up to 25 years. Now, these meals offer over 2,000 calories every day with a balance of protein and carbs to keep you fed and ready to go in the event of an emergency. Just add water and heat, then eat. Start or strengthen your food supply with this 3-month food kit from My Patriot Supply. So go to preparewithlionel.com to get ready. Preparewithlionel.com. I'm going to say it again. Preparewithlionel.com. Go now. I don't care what these people are talking about. All these people. All right. Okay. All right. Now, a couple of things, my friends, which we have to understand is one of the most important aspects of what's happening, and that is simply this: the end of the typical left, right, whatever it is. It doesn't make any sense anymore. None of it makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It is the most ridiculous and stupid concept ever conceived of. There is no left. There is no right. It doesn't exist anymore. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna say something to you. I'm gonna say something to you. Do you really think now, with all that's going on, and I'm serious, in a national election, general election, not some other, look at our friend Mr. Trump and our friend Gavin Newsom, and look at those two people. Who do you think, with all the stuff that's going on right now, the average American voter, also undecided independent, who do you think they would vote for? Not whom you like. I'm not asking that, but between um, Trump or Newsom, what do you think? Tell me. What do you think? Tell me. Be honest. Right now, the election is, and you've got social media, you've got regular media, you've got CNN, you got everybody else, and there's going to be a debate. And there you've got this guy coming out, and he's got the look with the plastic hair. And then, oh, Edie, wait a minute, Edie. Edie says, I got stranded in Providence, Rhode Island in 2001 with my two young kids. An Egyptian Muslim couple took us in, fed us, helped us. That's beautiful. I got stranded in Providence. Can you see what's behind us? Can you see the new stuff there? Oh, oh. See the new stuff? I got the collection. I've also got Adam and Eve, not Adam and Eve, Romeo and Juliet, which fell. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Look at this. Thank you. I've got it. The gallery is growing. Thank you for this. I've never had, I got to say this. I'm lucky because I'm in New York, and I say that still because I've met so many people. I've met more Egyptians when cab drivers were great. One time I had one of the rarest things was I had the same cab driver twice. And I had my own cab driver. This is before Uber. I think he was Pakistani. Was he Pakistani? Pakistani, I think. Muslim. And I called him and said, "Can you pick me up?" And he picked me. I had my own cab. It was before Uber. Loved him. One day, his mother, he says, "I'm going to bring you some. My mother makes rice." I said, oh, "Okay, rice. Okay, great." I'm thinking rice, yellow rice, pilaf, wild rice, which really isn't rice. This was the most, and there's this incredible rice that they make that has a crispy bottom of it. This was the most I've never seen. This rice was like colors. It was beautiful. Just like years ago, there's an old friend of the family, this old redneck lady, kind of a hillbilly. She says, "You like peas?" I like, "What? Peas? Peas? Yeah, I guess." Yeah, I'm thinking Lesueur peas. Peas. Peas are green peas. You got green giant peas. I said, "Yeah, but you sure you don't like peas?" "Well, I love peas." "I guess. What do you got?" She goes, "Well, there's conch peas, zipper peas, sugar crowder, black-eyed peas, conch peas, field peas, zipper peas, donut peas, donut peas." Jesus, how many peas are there? Well, it was actually the greatest food if you kind of laid if you laid off the ham hocks and everything. It's the most incredible thing in the world. So I guarantee you, if you want to find out about the people, look at what they eat. Look at what they eat. The most incredible thing in the world. And I see the Israel Hamas Gaza thing so perfectly, so perfectly. I see it perfectly. I see it perfectly. I'm able to balance the two. I see Israel's side. I see Palestinian side. Absolutely. Perfectly. I can argue each one. And the people who were there say, "Excuse me, we didn't ask for this. We want you to get the hell out of here." No, I want you to get the hell out of here. Stop bombing me. I'm not bombing you. They're bombing me. Well, tell them to stop. I wish I could. Let me go over here. Don't make me have to carry a card. The Muslim area, the Jewish area, the this, you know what I'm talking about. Just pay any. Do you think people are making it up? I don't. I don't for a moment. I don't for a moment. Now, the question is, what do you do? Figure it out. I don't know. You have to start the whole thing over again, and that's not going to happen. I understand specifically what these people are talking about. I understand specifically what these people are talking about. Let me say this again to you. I understand specifically what's happening. I can understand it. I can explain it. I can empathize. I can grasp the gravamen of what they are saying. It's that simple. I understand it. And if you don't understand it, you have no business even talking about it. But if you start off with, well, they're wrong. If you couldn't see the Vietnam War from the viewpoint of the Vietnamese, you're missing the point. Is there anybody here who would want to live in Gaza? Is anybody who says, that's where I want to go? That's where I want to go. When they say they have limited movement, now the movement could be for, and I'm sure, and if you asked Israel, they would say the reason why we have this movement is because in order for safety and whatever it is, and this particular area, and if we didn't, we had the Intifada, we had. Let me tell you something. When I was in Israel, they had all these suicide bombers. They would go into buses. It was all the time until they really cracked down and it stopped. Do you think Israelis were making this up? Absolutely not. They showed me some pictures. Wow. Have you ever seen bodies dismembered? You ever seen that? You don't normally see an arm. You don't see an arm. They had pictures of arms. The picture I happen to have somewhere on my camera somewhere, they had little kids. They were doing for art therapy. They were drawing what they saw, and they show arms and blood. I mean, you think they're making this up? I don't think they're making this up. Do you think the Palestinians who said, "Hey, this isn't what we want. This is not the way to do it." But what happens? Let me ask you a question. What happens if something benefits your side that's done through whatever it was? When Malcolm X and others talk about by any means necessary, people say, hey, you can't do that. You see, whenever you try to explain something, they think you're agreeing with it. Whenever you're explaining what they're doing, they think you're agreeing with it. They're saying, okay, I understand. They think that somehow you're taking a side. Because for some particular reason, when it comes to regular critical thinking, Americans have the hardest part to envision, well, this is what they're thinking. This is what they're thinking. This is what's going through their mind. And you don't have to accept it. Just understand this is what they're saying. It's that simple. You understand this? Okay. Let me see what else I got here. The immigrant problem. I want you to pay attention a little bit to our collapsing mayor, Eric Adams. Eric Adams might very well be, I don't know, indicted or something. It doesn't look very good for him. And it also doesn't look good for whoever he's doing all this stuff for, because there's no way that this Jadrul is working on behalf of the Turkey consulate on his own. Wait till he starts yapping, because he's going to give up. There's no way he decided. I mean, if they suspect something other than constituent help is no big deal. If you're the mayor of New York and somebody says, hey, can you call up Phil Nigro? Yeah, I'll do that. If there's money, there's no money or influence. Yeah, I'll do that. Sure, I can do that. Grease the skids. Absolutely. Chuck Schumer does it all the time. Nothing wrong with that. That's not what they're alleging. And it's not just because he decided to go to Washington or take on whatever. You pay attention. But what he's saying is a couple of things. Number one, hiring freeze for police, not good. Number two, he's asking for, they're going to either eliminate or lessen or minimize the number of actual school security units. And they're getting rid of them, and they're asking parents to do their job. What? No school security? This guy, keep an eye on him. And the immigrants aren't going away. Get ready. Now, this is going to be a bit of a balance because remember, we've got the election coming up, and let's see what happens. Did you see how they cleaned up San Francisco before Xi Jinping got here? I don't know where they picked these people up. They cleaned that shit off the thing. They got out of here. We're out. Just get out of here. They got rid of them and they were gone. And if I were the mayor, they would be gone. I don't know where they'd go, but they'd be gone. You're not going to walk around here and you're not going to do this. You're just not going to do this. By the way, has anybody looked up Kensington, Pennsylvania? Kensington. It's outside of Philly. Just go look in the YouTube of Kensington. It'll say the Night of the Living Dead. And they got a new mayor in Philly, too. Good luck with that one. So that is changing. Also, David Zaslav is going to be destroying CNN. Everything is collapsing. It's the greatest story ever. Little by little, bit by bit, you're starting to see folks on these shows who say goodbye for years and years of their beloved service. I'll see you. Goodbye. I'm stepping down. No, they're not renewing your contract, or they're cutting you to nothing. And it's so embarrassing because the days of the anchors are over with. It's done. It's finished. It's through. See where Michael Strahan was gone for 3 weeks? And he finally came back? Who the hell knew? That's over with. Good Morning America, it's over with. It's over. What are you, Dave Garroway? It's over. This is it. This. Americans are getting the news elsewhere. Get with the program. And it's harder to monetize, as people will see, but it's the most effective. Okay? You got that? Okay. What else is there? A couple of things. Mrs. L wants me to let you know that we have so many new items on our merch. We're going to have a Christmas, what do you call that, a shop? She's working on that now. We'll let you know about that. Lots of new items, lots of great. And let me see what else. Cutting boards. Tis the season, baby. Tis the season. Well, like I said, I'm just going to let you know. I feel absolutely incredibly, how do I say this? I feel it being so important for you to understand that what I saw today with Newsom, Xi Jinping, and basically Biden saying, you're the guy, I thought, that's it. Get ready. Is Trump up for the job? Not if he keeps repeating this nonsense. Not if Don Jr. comes and says, we've got nice pictures. They're missing the point completely. It's a stupid law, but they're missing the point completely. America is tired of that. We don't care. They haven't even gotten to the documents case yet. We haven't even gotten to the New York fraud case yet. We haven't gotten to the Georgia case yet. America's going to be tired of that. I'm telling you. I'm not saying it should be like that. I'm telling you that's the way it is. And you know what would help? Pillows. That's right, pillows. Where would I find pillows? I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you about my great friends at mypillow.com. Mypillow.com. And by the way, use promo code Lionel. Use promo code Lionel and receive a free gift. No purchase necessary. And yes, I realize that gifts are free. It's a tautology. Get over it. Sue me. So what are we talking about? How about Giza Dream bed sheets, My Pillow 2.0, sheets, slippers, percales, towels, quilts, bedspreads, mattresses, mattress covers, mattress toppers, linens, kitchen towels, bathrobes, name it. Items to luxuriate and relax. And don't forget, Christmas is just around the corner. And yes, it makes a great stocking stuffer, and it's fine for dad or grad. Made by the greatest company from the greatest people in the greatest country. Or call 800-645-4965 if you're OG, and see how quickly Mike Lindell answers the phone. 800-645-4965. But don't forget, only use promo code Lionel. That's mypillow.com. Promo code Lionel. Mypillow.com. Promo code Lionel. All right, dear friends. Thank you so much. Now, a couple of things. We'll be gone tomorrow. I've got some business to do, and I'll fill you in what we're doing afterwards. I never talk about what it is until we get done with that. So our next meeting will be Friday morning. Okay, ready for that? Good. And that's it. Again, here's another Edie Crowley beautiful picture. I've got these. Thank you so much. It's so when somebody makes something, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. So incredibly important. Anyway, my dear friends, listen, I'm so sorry. I hate to tell you. You may not hear like everything that I'm saying, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm never going to lie to you. I'm going to be like your parent, like your grandpa. I'm going to tell you the truth. And you may not like it. You may not think, well, whatever it is. Because I don't want Democrats to win. I don't want Gavin Newsom to win. I don't want. But Trump and these folks are in this, I don't know, this mindset. And I just can't see any of this stuff appealing to anybody. And especially when he does these rallies, he's doing 2016 rallies. He's got to change it. He's got to tell us about why he's got, you've heard me say this before. You're getting tired of me saying it because it's true. All right, dear friends, we love you so much. And again, thank you so much. Edie Crowley, bless your heart, thank you. And Antediluvian Boomer, thank you for your beneficence, your kindness, and your incredible. By the way, remember that he was rotten to the core, but wonderful to the infantry. All right, my friends, have a great and a glorious day. We'll see you next time live Friday morning. And until that, remember these words, these parting comments, Don Pardo. The monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue you. Dead.